Greetings, everyone, and welcome back. I have a confession to make. I currently have a Palworld addiction. Alright, so we are going to start a completely different game here. Just do a little gameplay. I've got tons of different islands, and with family, friends, that type of thing. I am going to make one custom setting change if I can find it in here really quick. Even if I can't find it in here really quick. We want make the eggs incubate faster because it is terrible. Now that's time H incubate massive eggs. Note other eggs also require incubation, but is there another slider for that? Let me just check. Hold up, wait a minute. Don't think there is. The only place I've found it. No, that's the only place. Okay, we are on custom settings, multiplayer off on this one. I got plenty of other multiplayer worlds, and let us begin. So, as you saw, I have a ton of islands. So this is basically going to be a how to get started in Palworld. I always have the same preset. Hold on. Good. And we shall remove the hair. And that's it. Switch the voice to 5. Start the game. That's about all the changes I make. This game is so addictive. I'm telling you guys, if you haven't tried it out, and it seems like the world has, but if you haven't, jump in, give it a try. I gotta admit, I let it go for weeks looking at it going, yeah, you know, I don't feel like doing another Pokemon game. Well, let me be honest, the only real Pokemon I've ever done is Pokemon Go. I know. Horrible. Not that I wouldn't enjoy the other games. I may have played one of the other ones on NES, Super NES, or something like that, but that's about it. So, there are chests right behind you. I like to grab these first. Run down here, grab this data pad. This basically tells you the story. I'm not going to look at that. If you want to look at it, go for it in your own playthrough. And I highly recommend that. This game is pretty awesome. And the optimizations that they've been doing lately in the patch they just put out are even making the servers, and I do have a server for 8 players. Playable, actually. At first, I only really just had, like, some slight rubber banding and some pals that were going nuts on the base. But now, it seems to be a lot more streamlined. So, this is the beginner plateau. If you're entering a server, it'll ask you where you want to start. But I recommend this one, especially if you've never played before. Unlock the fast travel and go talk to this person right here. We'll just kind of go through this. If you want to watch it, go ahead and go for it. They give you 10 wood. At the beginning, I like to run around and just pick up all the wood. We already got a level. You jump in here and hat stats. First one I'm going to do is going to be wait to carry more. Jump down here. Leave the pals alone at the beginning. I haven't found a good reason to have the chickens on your farm. You only get a certain amount of pals on your base. And you have to upgrade the base in order to be able to put more pals out there. And I really haven't found a good use for the chicken. They'll go into the ranch where I guess they lay eggs. I'm sure they do. But it's generally not worth it. Maybe at the beginning. Pick up some other stuff here as I'm talking. You can't pick up things and talk at the same time, apparently. But just pick up everything you can right at the beginning. Stone. Because we want to make some tools. And if you look up here in the upper right, the tutorial will be on there. Just follow the tutorial, honestly. It's going to be the best way that you can level up. Leveling up, you want to grab 10 of every pal that you can. Once you get the pal box set up, there should be some spears around here somewhere. See them on the ground, these blue things right here. Actually, that is palladium. That's what you make the spears and other things with. Pick up stone, stick. You're really going to look for a good first camp. Now, a lot of people will pick up. There's a camp down this way, all the way down there. And not a camp, but a spot for a camp. And there's a fast travel down there. I think people did that at the beginning because the PAL box couldn't be used as a fast travel site. Let me pick up some berries here so we don't starve. Level 3 already. Slap that into stamina. Get the stamina and everything else up first, and then pretty much dump everything else into Hit points. Pick up. So, this is my recommendation when you're starting out. This area right here, right when you come down from the beginner plateau, it's right there, that little, you can see right above me, you see the blue thing that we hit with this, which is a fast travel, and the arch down below there. That's where we started. And this area right here has berries that spawn at it, as a metal node, an iron node, another iron node over there, I'm not singing it, and several more just down here to the right. There's one right there. There's another one just over that ridge. There's more berries there and more berries down the ridge. So pretty good starting spot if you're just starting out, beginner base. I usually just make this my initial home camp, and then you can open up other bases as you gain levels. So let's start that. So first thing on the tutorial is going to be check the survival guide. That's in here. Go to survival guide. There you go. That's a check mark. Survival guide is basically an encyclopedia for the game. All right, primitive workbench. So we kind of want to gauge it, because if you put down, actually let's put the bench down first. Let's scoot over here to the side. Primitive workbench. We've been picking up wood, so we don't need to do anything. You can punch the trees and rock to get some stone and wood, but it's lots of laying on the ground. Alright, and then want to go into technologies up here. Okay, each time that you gain a level, you gain technology points. We have 13 currently. So you come with the stone axe, the pick, the torch, and the wooden club already unlocked. We want to unlock the pal box, pal spheres, campfire, and a wooden chest. And go ahead and do the repair bench as well. And we could actually already jump to the open. All right, we're going to spend all of our points. So the reason I went with all these right here, the pal box you need to put down, of course, to start the base. Pal spheres are obvious. You're going to catch pals with it. The campfire, there is cold and hot in this game. There's temperatures. They will deplete your health and your stamina, so you want a campfire start out with. Wooden chest, because we want to put some of this stuff that we're collecting in the chest, because weight does matter in the game. Repair bench, because things do tend to break pretty easily. You can unlock the structures if you want to make like a wooden platform, and everything goes on a platform. You can even put the farms and everything else up on the platform if you want to. The old bow, you want to start out with a bow, because using the stone spear and all that right up the bat, just forget about it. You don't need it. Even when you get up to the metal spear. Repair kits. I have never unlocked this. And I guess if I want to do that, repair something in the field, but generally I'll carry like the old bow and a couple of the other bows and everything on me, so I don't really see that as being necessary. So, line it up. When you go in, you're going to hit this, and we're going to go to PAL box. The PAL box. A couple of things on this. When we set it down, it doesn't build initially because you don't have any pals here, okay? I think it's like 4 blocks this way, you can't build. So if I were to go, say, a wooden chest, as I get closer to this, see that line? I can't build inside there. So if you were making a wooden structure with the stone, with the wooden platforms and everything else, there would always be a gap in here where you couldn't put them. The only thing I found that you can actually put in front of this is, oh, no, you can't even do that now. You can't even do that now. So, I had put campfires in front of it, but I have now been proven wrong. So there's really nothing that you can build out in front of it. So keep that in mind. Also, once you set that down before you build it, go around here. We want all this stuff to be in our base. And if we look, you'll see that dark line kind of coming all through here. That is this area of our base. So we just want to make sure that we get the stone, the bushes, trees, all that in our base area and where we want to build. That goes out into the water quite a bit. So we can actually probably move that over just a skosh. Although I don't really see myself building, where's this go again? Too much in the way out here. Now, if you do get, you will get people that raid your bases, NPCs. They'll either come from that direction down up there, or from down the hill here. So it might be something to actually just put a little gate in here. But honestly, if I was going to put a gate right here, would probably be where I put it, and then kind of match it up with the rocks and then the ledge. So they would have to come in here and do kind of a funnel effect, which we will probably do. Although I have not done that in my base's date. Alright, I'm happy with this. I'm going to go ahead and build it. Now, I know I might be a little behind, but, you know, I've been watching PAL videos myself, and you can progress so far through the game. I'm not sure there is a complete beginner's tutorial on this type of thing. And if you're watching my channel, and I generally do simulation games and survival games and things like that, I was not interested in this game at first. So I just took a chance and said, all right, you know what? Everybody else is kind of playing it. Let me take a look. And it is really good. I would dare say that I actually like this more than Ark Survival Ascended, which I pretty much stopped playing because there was lots of little bugs and things like that in there. To make sure things are lined up. Yep, good. Let me pick up that wood. All right, so we're going to craft the PAL spear. You'll do that over here at your bench. You can see that in the tutorial up there, so we'll hit that, and we'll go ahead and craft. Yeah, we can make one. And then you hold it down. As you collect PALs, there are PALs that will help you at the workbenches, will do a lot of things for you. I just wish there was one that would produce food, because for me, doing the food is like the biggest pain in the backside in the game. Alright. Attack PALs to weaken them, telling us to collect a PAL, access PAL box, summon your PAL to the base. That is the next in our tutorial. It also says open your inventory, consume food to stave off hunger. So we have our hunger bar right here on the right hand side. This is our health, of course, level, and hunger. Right now we're at 59 out of 100. And we do have some bread on us, so I think we'll just hit that and satisfy the tutorial. We've just leveled up. We've already done that. So there is a little bit that you just leveled up. Open your inventory to do stats. So we should have eaten first, so when we got the level, we actually got credit for that. But we'll just have to wait for the next level up. No big deal there. Let's get us some more wood. Just want to get enough wood and stone here. Let's see if we can craft. Need stone. Got one stone laying just here. And then we can punch the bejesus out of this rock. Notice that big guy off to my left. Generally, they are in the level 30 range. 34, 32, somewhere in there. So not one to mess with. This one is 33. Does an area effect stomp that will just crush you or crush your armor even when you're 20. So, yeah, wait a little bit on that. There are some... I've seen some videos where they've trapped them and then, you know, in like a fire burning pit and all that stuff. It's just... wait until you're a high enough level and then get him. He's not really that good of a PAL anyway. I think wood collection and mining are his traits, or their traits, but not the best ones in the game by far. Alright, let's get ahead and get a pickaxe. Fire that. Sorry, I had to take a drink. And then we want the axe. Bring that pretty face to my ox. Alright, and let's do some actual... let's go here, and let's just dump off some stuff. Wood, lithium, or however you want to pronounce it, fragments, yes, and seeds. Seeds are going to be important. Let's go ahead and sort it. Onward. Oh. Made a pickaxe for a reason, Shady. Use it. Get ourselves a load of stone here. Then we start crafting. Then we're going to go beat up a lamb. Should be plenty of stone for right now. We did get some ore out of that. Wood, we only have 3, so let's go cut down a tree. Just slowly run out of stamina, so dumping points into your stamina is always a good thing, especially at the beginning here. Good for now. You will not get, most likely, a PAL that can chop wood until you're like level, at least like level 9, 10, depending upon how you want to do. But right now, here you have our 1 PAL sphere. This is the traveling merchant. They'll visit your camp as soon as you open it, generally. You talk with them. They do have some items in here you can go to buy. They got some schematics. You're going to get some of these things like the hat, the witch's hat, and things like that. I believe those are unique to this. They might be further along the tech tree, honestly, but I haven't seen it. You don't need to buy spears. You don't need to buy seeds. Wheat seeds would be a good thing because they are a little bit harder to come by, but that's going to be a little bit further down the road. Milk, just go get a moo, whatever they're called. We'll look at them at a future episode. All this other stuff you really don't need. The medical supplies, you're not going to probably need that right off the bat. So just take a look at it and move on your way. All right. What do we got? We have cloth. Some of that. Dump it in. Now we want to make, actually, see if we can unlock technology. Oh, we still have to go to level 4. So let's, can we actually make another one of these? Let's make a couple more of these. Fastest way to level up in this game is by catching pals, by far. You can see capture 5 lamb balls, as for extra experience. And this is one of your tutorial quests, so we're going to go and do just that. And they are pretty good at the beginning of the game, but not until you get my favorite beginning pal, but not quite so favorite pal altogether. You. And I didn't pick up my... Yes, I did. Thank goodness. Here's the level. We'll go ahead and hit technology because we want to unlock the outfit. You don't freeze to death. And probably these 3 right here. So, speed, stone spear, common shield. Big Mama Jam is still walking around my base. Pick up the stone along the way. Back over here to the bench. And we are going to make 2 cloth. Oh, we can only do 1. Alright. The axe will work for now as a weapon. We have 4 pal spheres. Alright. Wait, can we do... No, we can't do the bow yet. So right now, I'm going to come over here. I'm going to take these 2 and shove it in here so they can regain their health. Slowly. And heat up the pal. Get them low and hit them. That's 2. The chicken you can hit for an egg. I'm not going to waste my pal spheres on them. And I got poultry and an egg. There's some more berries over there. We can use those. Really, we're just going to look for some lamb balls. There's 3. Now, they will get... Oh, 4. They will gang up on you, so we may be in a little bit of trouble here. There's 1. Yep, that really just raises the experience bar. Oh! I'm out. Great, now I'm going to fight 2 chickens. I guess that chicken wasn't exactly fighting me, but you know what? It was stealing me. It got theirs! Alright, we leveled up again. We got some food. Most important, we got some clothes. Which means wool, which we can come over here and make 2 cloth. That up. You have to hold the button. F, in my case. That, and then we're going to come over here and go ahead and make some clothes. Because if not, once the sun completely goes down, we will be cold. I'm going to leave the cloth outfit off so you can see what I mean about the cold. Even though I am going to put down a fire here in a minute to give me some light. Alright. No keyboard problem there for a minute. Alright, I'm going to come a little further back. Actually, right here is probably good. And let's make a fire. I've made fire! You can already hear the flames automate sound where you even build it. There we go. Alright, let's spend our skill points and go ahead and put 1 there into health and another into stamina. If you come over to the chest and hit R, everything that you've collected that's in the chest, it will sort for you automatically. Little thing to notice here, you can see that there are spoilage timers down here at the bottom of all these food items. If you would go in, you notice this one, let's say, look at the bread, 1941. If I hit sort, it's 20 minutes ago. So just constantly where you have your food, I'm sure they're going to fix that eventually. But if you want to keep your food from spoiling right off the bat, go ahead and just hit sort, and we'll actually reset the timer for now. Alright, we need more wood. Let's get rid of these guys sitting right inside our base. Got another tree over here. Let our stamina come back up. There we go. Oh, that automatically put my clothes on for me. We'll look at it in a second. Alright, so I've got my clothes on. If I take my clothes off, put it over here, you can see the screen frosts up, and you can see my health on the bottom left slowly decreasing. Actually, it's moderately decreasing. It's going pretty steady rate. So if your food's going down and then your health's going down. Now, one thing that's in the game currently, you can't actually freeze to death. And I'll show that off now. We'll just Actually, I don't know if I'm going to be able to show that up. But just trust me when I say, there we go, that if you were to say you had a house, you're going to build a room with a shoddy bed, because it has to be built indoors with a roof, and you get in that room and you go and make lunch or something like that, and you go away and you don't feed yourself, the hunger will not kill you yet. I do not know about I think the actual cold and environment will kill you. You know what? That's going to be an experiment for another video. Just to let everybody know. So now we have our 5 land balls. Looking here, access pal box, summon one to your base, capture 30 pals, build your base until it reaches level 7. So, looking at this, you'll see, actually if you look still on the right where the tutorial is, you'll see, I'm pointing at it, you guys can actually see it. You'll see on the bottom right, base info, we have 0 of 1 pals, no beds currently, and then current missions, deploy a pal to work, and then build a wooden chest. We already have a wooden chest built, 1 of 1, and then we just needed to deploy a pal. I don't like doing that until I have a pal bed. I don't know. I just like treating my pals correctly. So, let's draw a pal bed. You'll get better ones as you go on. In fact, it'll be part of the quest. Where do we want to put our pals? They don't need to be by the fire. At first, I built them all around the fire, and I'm like, there we go. I'm taking care of my pals. But it really doesn't matter. We're just going to... What do I like to put something over there. House building is going to go here. That is going to be some of my staging area. Best place for pals. Probably this little intermediate area right here. Just go ahead and put 1 down. If you hit right-click instead of left-click, you can build multiple of things. Like that. If you just hit left-click, then it's going to take you back. So if I were to like try to put something here, I hit left-click. You can see right there, I can't build another one. So the multi-queue, what you're going to build, just hit right-click instead of left-click. Let's go ahead and cancel this. Do not need that just yet. And let's build. Because once we deploy 1 pal, we're going to upgrade the base, and it's going to allow us to deploy 2 pals. And we're here. And we 2 beds. Alright. Let's actually hit V. Got a wooden chest, deploy a pal to the base, right? That's what we have. So V is your base upgrades, and it'll tell you. Also, it tells you off to the right there. If we hit inside here, let's go ahead and get the Cativa out, right? That's going to complete that portion of the tutorial. We can level up from level 1 base to a level 2 base. Boom, hit that. We got to build ourselves a shoddy bed next, and we are hungry. So now that we've upgraded the base, we go in here, there, into the pal, and you can see there is another circle for another pal, and we are going to go ahead and pick the best lamb we have here. Burly body, just in a, while you're on your pal, if you hit F, it'll bring up this screen here, and then you can kind of hover over and look. So burly body is plus 20 on defense. Hit escape. We want nimble is increased movement speed. That's not bad for one. Coward, I'll let you see what that is. Negative 10 to attack. Zen mind. 10% increase to neutral attack damage. And Hydromaniac increases 10% increase to water attack damage. Now, they don't have a water attack, but you can add it to them. I don't recommend it on the land balls. Alright, so let's go ahead and, what was it? Nimble. And we're going to put that into our base. The reason we want those in there, one, is that our Cativa here can do, actually, let's hit F again. Handiwork. They can help you on the benches. Transporting. They can transport materials. Gathering. They can gather like the rocks and the wood that are laying on the ground. And mining, which means this Cativa is going to ram its head into stone. I haven't seen them do metal yet, but the stone. So you can automatically get stone on the ground so that you don't have to completely gather that all the time. And then your lamb, I escape. They have handiwork, which means they help you on the bench. Transporting, they'll transport everything the cat runs its head into. And then farming, when you get a ranch, they can go in there and give you all the wool you need to make cloth, which are needed for several things in the game. Down below, you can see their metabolism. 2 food, which means it don't eat too much, and I believe the Captiva, if I'm not mistaken, is the exact same. Yes, 2. So, There's the cat, just beating that rock. And then Lamb comes over, picks up the stone, moves it into the closest chest. Best better eat something. So let's go ahead and hit bread for now to bring that out. And let's do some cooking. So you come over to the fire, and you got different things that you've picked up. You can hit this, hit max. There's 6 of them, and then you hold F to start cooking. And we'll go to the eggs. Do 3. Now I've found that I can actually survive off the baked berries pretty easily for just my guy here. You do run out of hunger fairly quickly, so a little bit later game, I'm sure there are better things that you can put in here. As far as feeding the pals go, for me that's the biggest pain in the game, keeping their food stores up. Now they will gather berries and wheat and things that you farm and put them in there in a raw state, but they're not really that happy with that kind of thing. Let's go ahead and bake our berries. Got 40 of them. This will take a few minutes. But I found pancakes is probably one of the better ones, but you need the mill and be able to get to the stage where you can make wheat. So initially, just try to bake as many berries as you can and maybe have a mixture of fresh berries and baked berries in the feed box, which we will be making here in just a minute before we start tackling the bed. And we'll have to chop down a little bit of wood, or a lot of wood, for our bed and our initial base building. Will be coming up right after I fix these 40 baked berries. 20 more to go. As we continue to make these berries, you can see over here on the left-hand side, actually it just went away, it talks about the sanity of the pals, and they do have a sanity meter on them, or SAN for short. And you can see, if you look at my base info, that my Cativa is on a short break. I'm going to guess that that has a lot to do with the fact that I don't have any food available for them now. So they're slacking. Sometimes it'll even say they're slacking off. Or sometimes it'll say they seem to be a good worker. Just depends on the pal that you get. Alright, we're almost done here. One more berry to go. Looking at my clock, that has been about 2 minutes worth of berry baking. So to get yourself a fire pal rather quickly would probably be a good idea. Let's put this in a central location, but I want to build back here. Where are we going to put our berry box? Probably, you know what, let's put it, we're going to put beds over there. They already are, and I don't like the way that they're askew, so I'll be fixing that probably soon. What the heck, let's just put it right here. You can't put it too close to the fire because they will gather around it, and fire is a thing. And it takes a minute to go out. And if you build wooden structures, then your pals that are on fire run into your base. And there is a potential, although I've not had it happen to me yet, but I have seen other people it happens, they'll catch it on fire. So, just be careful where you're putting that. We're just going to find a space here that's clear of the fire. And we're just going to put it right there for now. I'll probably wind up moving that as we build. See, they come running over and they help me build. Hungry again. So let's go ahead and, if you shift and left click, you can split the stack. Shift left click, and we'll just do it there. Actually, we'll give them all the eggs. And all that. Why not? Why not? Let's keep our pals happy. Go into your inventory. You can just right click. Let's go ahead and eat a skewer. You can see that brings it up quite a bit. And then polish it off with berries. And there we are. Alright. Let's dump some materials off here. Head to a tree. Gather some wood. I think we're okay on stone. And then we will make the next in our tutorial. Which is to make a shoddy bed. So well, it is part of the tutorial because we want to build up our base to reach level 7. I was just looking at it. And the next mission to upgrade our base is shoddy bed. So we go with that. Alright. Let's chop down another. Remember, our stone is being slowly, and the weapon's already damaged. It won't collect anything after you damage it. That wandering merchant's still hanging out on our base. I don't like it at all. Gonna be. And let's build a repair bench right off the bat here. I like to line them up. Just how I do. Help me build. See, our cat person is just on a break. They're not going to do any work. Got the food down already and got food in there. So, they're good at the beginning. You'll quickly wind up getting rid of them once you get something else, like a rush boar or something like that, that will do the stone for you. Alright, that's repaired. Onward. But at the beginning, the cat's good. It'll get the job done. Other than that, it's a slacker. Get some more stone. And then we have a slacking cat over there. A little bit of a stutter. That's unusual, actually. Alright, so I think we have enough at this point to go ahead and let's collect all that. Let's help this cat get this thing out of here. We can build over this area. Yeah, I'm working faster than you. You can name your pals. I would actually name this one Max if it was going to be on my base for long enough. I'm going to come back up. You do get some palladium fragments out of those as you do it. Alright, he's going to run over there and do that. And we are going to go ahead and build a... We didn't unlock it. So go to technology, over here, and we're going to go ahead and get that wooden structure. We have 4 more points. What do we want to do? Oh, look, berry plantation. I know for a fact that that is going to be part of our next thing to do on the base. And I'm going to go ahead and set up a... Am I going to do the ranch yet? No, you know what? We're going to do the parachute. There we go. We'll do that. All right. B. Wooden structures, wooden foundation. And let's go ahead and drop that lamp. Ran through it. Oh, almost did it again. There we go. And then you can come back into, you have to hit B every time, and then we're going to put a solid wooden wall there, and then we'll put that windowed all the way around, do that there, and then here, hit B, and make a door. And with that, B again, and let's put some roofs in if we can. I hit left click, back in, that didn't match up. Oh well, I can live with it. Alright, do we have enough to go ahead and make a shoddy bed? We do. Oh. That'd be good. If the door was open, they would have been helped me build. Maybe. Oh, the lamp's trying to... Oh, it's actually building through the wall. You see that? And our cat's back on break. What were the traits on this daggum thing again? Oh, not in my party. I gotta be at the Palworld. Hold on. Mailbox. Just curious. F. Coward. They're all cowards. And then brave at the same time. So they're pretty normal. Other than that, they just really have, I don't know, bad work ethic. I don't think I've ever had one slack off this much. That lamb, those lambs though, they do work. All right, so you can see we have mission complete, pal box upgrade available. We'll go ahead and hit V. Base upgrade. Next, we're going to build one more pal bed. We can do that. These are in a line. That's all I can say about that. Go ahead and throw another one down. That cat's on a long break. Oh, there we go. Don't try to look good now because I noticed you. Don't. Just don't. Alright, food. They're not eating that too fast. Upgrade the base. Hit upgrade. Campfire. Berry plantation. And deploy a work pal to base. So we have 2. We need 2 more. So we're going to need 1 more pal bed. Which is good. Because we're actually going to need... Oh, more wood. Wood will be the bane of your existence at the beginning. Just simply because you have to go and collect it yourself without a pal. There's a level up. Over here, chop this down. We're going to see about a couple of things here. Can we get this tree down with the stamina we have? No. Get that going again. Overweight. Right now we can move okay, because we're only about 9.5 pounds overweight. The more encumbered you become, the slower that you walk, and then eventually you will not be able to move. And it's really kind of 2 more pounds or 5 more pounds, and I wouldn't be able to walk. So, I guess I didn't hit R there, but you can do it. How are we doing on stone? Hopefully okay. Lamb usually does that pretty well. That's not where I want to go. Alright, so I want to make an old bow. If you see the lamb comes over, and you start working together. The lamb's kind of getting in the way sometimes, so you gotta kind of move yourself out of the way to get the menu to come up. I say lambs, all the pals that help you work on the bench. You're gonna have to find a different angle. At least they got out of the fact that when you're working on something like this, or you're trying to access a box or something, you can hit another button. I think it's V now. Let's go ahead and see how many arrows we can make. What's max? 35. Bring that down to 20. Actually, let's bring it down to, say, 16. And then start. That'll give us 48 arrows. Actually, while the lamb's working on that, we're going to come over here, build that other bed. We got it lined up right. And then do this. Now, if I wanted to permanently assign this lamb to that workbench, I would just pick it up with F and toss them at the workbench. And they'll use that as their primary workstation. I don't want them to do that because then you have to take them off of it. We got that going. Let's see. Do we need anything prepared before? Because we're about to go out. Because we're going to need to do some berry bushes, berry plantations. And I'm going to need some specific pals for that. Let's see. Enhance. And give ourselves some more stamina. That probably should have been. There we go. Acquire. And help build more. And we'll do some... We use so much on the arrows, we don't have enough for our spears. And chopping we do again. Alright, and you can see our pal, the cat, if you look on the right, is upset and not willing to do any tasks. As far as I know, if you're looking in here, just go into here and hit F. Really doesn't have any in here any reason why they are the way that they are. I don't know. I haven't quite figured that out yet. Unless it wants things like the hot springs and everything else, which we are in by no means close to. So that wouldn't make any sense. Let's go ahead and start production and make some pals. And almost there. 19. All right. Don't forget to acquire them from the bench, otherwise they'll just be sitting there. We have our... Oh, you can do this by your mouse wheel. You can switch from object to object. Or, of course, you can hit... Oh, no, you can't. Yep, so you use your mouse wheel. I thought you could hit the number of the corresponding thing, but not the case. You can also do that with your spears once you upgrade and that type of thing. So we don't want any lab balls right now. We have really specific ones that we want to get. Not you. I got enough slappers on my base. Thank you very much. The next thing we're going to concentrate on is starting our berry plantations so we can get a little food coming in without us having to constantly be all over it. Pal spheres sometimes appear on the ground. You can see over there, there's one of the fire ones. We're going to come back and get that. That's going to be after these other two. And this is why I like the starting area, because the pals that you need are going to be right here. All right, so there's our planter. There's the one we want. Go ahead and do some damage. Boom. And does he stay in there? Maybe. There's one. All right, you can see the boss for the area right here. King of the Forest, 38. No, thank you. I don't want that just yet. You see also the fast travel deal in front of me. And I like to pick up one of these guys. And apparently we're going to pick up two, because they're going to both fight me. Yep, that's what I thought. Yep. Didn't dodge. Get him. Even if you were to walk away from him right there, the other one would have attacked as soon as you started to walk away. So best just to get them if they're there in pairs. Get that fast travel. Oh, we got a chest over here. Chest. You can see there's plenty of berries down here. There's the fast travel. Got a couple of things over there we'll go into in the next video. Let's go ahead and run. Actually, we don't have to run back to camp because right now we can go over here. There's an egg though. I'm going to go grab that. Different kinds of eggs in the game. Some that you can incubate and get pals from, and other ones like that, which is kind of like a chicken egg, and you're just going to use that for food. Fast travel and zoom in. This is the base. This is the initial fast travel we opened up at the beginning, and back to base. All right. Let's go ahead and throw these guys into here. Let's get them healed up in the meantime. And we're going to build our berries right over here. You can see our cat is still slacking off. Insufficient materials. I told you, wood is going to be the bane of your existence at the beginning. Let's go ahead and get some more wood. We'll get the berry plantations up. Get our next two pals going. And that'll be the end of this video. You can see it does get super dark in this game. As far as I know, there's not a gamma that you can turn on, which I don't like doing anyway. You can carry a torch, but you can't carry the torch and swing the axe, so you don't need it. You can kind of see what's going on. Even at night, I think it's light enough. You start getting into caves or areas, valleys or whatever, then it's really dark, and basically got to just sit and wait for daylight. Hungry again. I don't know if I've been hungry. I feel like I've been hungry for a minute. There. More wood, more wood. Wandering merchant. I wonder if it's stuck. I don't think they've ever hung out at my base for that. Sleep away, kitty. It's your last night on our base. Come on, just pick it up. There we go. That's pretty annoying. Alright. We're going to build that there. Right click. And we're going to put another one down. And overlap. There. They're not really lined up there, huh? This one seems pretty lined up. This one seems a little bit out. So let's get rid of that. That's just a me thing. Doesn't have to be a you thing. We'll turn. Don't want to overlap too much, but some will be fine. I know it's ridiculous. And then we'll you can see it gives pointing at the screen again. You can see me here. Right. The timer to completion is just above the menu for build and cancel. Goes faster when pals join you, although they are sleeping at the moment. There are some nocturnal pals, and by nocturnal in this game, it means that they never sleep. Although I have found that their sanity tends to go down a little bit faster. They are pretty good. And we're done. Alright, so now that we have that going, we have our 2 plantations. You come back over here, you can see deploy a work pal to the base. We have 2 of 4. We're going to deploy 2 more. And that is going to be... And we have 4 beds. So, we're going to... Is it Humas? And... What? That's Ferocious and Pyromaniac. You know what? We're just going to do one of those. Pyromaniac. What does Pyromaniac even mean? Hold on. 10% increase to protect damage. They don't have fire, so... Okay. Now they're sleeping, but as soon as they wake up, they will grab the berry seeds from over here. So maybe we want to make another wooden box and put the seeds right next to it. Stay right there. Try to do this before they wake up. And then grab our seeds. Add it here. 15 berry seeds. That'll be plenty. Open. And then let's shove those in there. Then we'll come back over here real quick and dump these off. Hit R. I'm going to add to it. Those will be a lot of the basic stuff you pick up all over the place. And let's just wait a second for these guys to wake up and see what happens. Alright, and they are awake. Let's take a look here. Now, Gusman will start seeding. Start planting the seeds. The reason I like the penguins, or whatever they're called, penguin ones, is because that they not only do they water, but they do handiwork and carrying and transport and all that stuff as well. So they do multiple things. Whenever you can get something that can do multiple things, I go with it. Huseman here, you know, it's the closest planter around and at low level, so that's why I grabbed them to be replaced relatively soon, but maybe not too soon. Alright, you can see the planting scroll. It does take a while to plant, and it even takes longer for you to plant. But getting one of these pals initially is right off the bat, and then here's our penguin. It does the watering. And then he's going to seed, and then it's going to water. Alright, so we have our berry plantations online. We have some beds here. We're going to go ahead and upgrade our base to level 5. And next we have to do a pal gear workbench and a statue of power. And we have one more spot available here. And we're going to wait to go get one of the fire ones so that we don't have to cook all of our berries by ourselves. Alrighty, guys. Thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this. If you do, please like and subscribe. Do all the YouTube things. Know that I absolutely appreciate you. And I will see you in the next one. Have a good one.